So guys, I saw Wonder Woman. How did Wonder Woman turn out? I loved it. Easily the best movie of 2017. Wow. It lived up to my expectations and even beyond. Wow guys, Wonder Woman was so amazing. Oh my god. That was such a good movie. And to be honest with you, 2017 has honestly been a fantastic year for movies. It's been like one of the best year for movies by far. Just an amazing year. So, Wonder Woman was amazing. Oh my god. DC hit it again. Best DCU film. Thing is with the DCU films, they keep getting better with each film. Man of Steel. I thought it got Batman v Superman improved over Man of Steel. Suicide Squad improved over Batman v Superman. And now Wonder Woman improved over Suicide Squad. Wonder Woman is just by far the best DCU film. None of the other ones even come close. This was amazing. To start off with the characters, Wonder Woman, or Diana Prince, or whatever, Wonder Woman was amazing in this film. Gal Gadot did a fantastic job. Just amazing. Wonder Woman was just such a great character and a unique, and I love her morals and what she wants to do for the world. Wanting to just save people from all this war in World War One, and she just wants to save people, and I really like that. And can't really go into spoilers. In fact, for this review, it's non-spoilers in the front, and then I'll give you a time. I'll later on in the video, I'll tell you when there's going to be spoilers. So yeah. But for now, I'm talking about non-spoilers. But yeah, it's just amazing. Wonder Woman was amazing in this film, and the story of this film was fantastic. Oh my god, the story was fantastic, just amazing. That's all I got. That's all I'm gonna say for non-spoilers. And going back to the characters, Steve Trevor stole the show. Steve Trevor was the best character of this movie, in my opinion, by far. Steve Trevor just completely took it away. What a great character. Steve Trevor was just so good, and yeah, his character was amazing in this film. Amazing. And so now I'm gonna be talking about the acts of the movie, like the first act, the second act, and the third act. So the first act was, in my opinion, like really good. Like just seeing all like the whole entire origin of Wonder Woman, and that was just really nice seeing. 'Cause it's more like it's really origin-ish in the beginning, and I really like the origin stuff. And yeah, the middle act is kind of where we kind of start this entire discovery and this. It's really a discovery kind of ish. With I can't really talk about it since I'm non-spoilers right now, but it's really kind of this discovery-ish act, and I really enjoyed that. And yeah, middle act was, in my opinion, the best act of the movie, the best one. Yeah, and the last act, the final act of the movie, it was okay. It wasn't bad at all, but it had some pretty good stuff in it, but I'd say it's the weakest act of the movie, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I still enjoyed it, but it was just okay. So yeah, this movie, it just nails it, and the movie is a bit longer, but that it actually really needed the longness in it. It really needed the longness because it really helped develop Wonder Woman's character, and it gave you more time to be with her and to see everything that's going on. And I'm glad that they made this movie longer. And one of the things about this movie is that not at one point did I because a lot of times in movies I'll look at my phone and I'll be like, okay, when's the movie gonna end? Not at one time did I do that in this movie. I was zoned out on the screen for the entire way through, and that was a really good sign. It showed that I was into the movie, and that was really important. And yeah, this movie just did not it didn't kind of sway me away or kind of be like, eh. It held me through. I was into it from start to finish, which was amazing. So yeah, I also like how this movie doesn't force the feminism thing, because Steve Trevor, he kicks a lot of ass in this movie. Obviously Wonder Woman does, but he does too, and I'm glad that they're not like, oh, men are bad, and we're gonna have it where they're not gonna do anything good. No, Steve Trevor does a lot of amazing shit in this movie, and Wonder Woman does as well, and they both kind of, have that, woman-man thing, and it just really works out. I really like that. I like how they just don't do the feministic thing, and yeah. And I also like how Wonder Woman, like, sure, Wonder Woman has, like, she's, like, super powerful in this movie, but she has flaws, and, you know, kind of going over the top is one of her flaws, and I'm glad that they gave her some flaws in this movie and didn't just make her this unstoppable beast that has no flaws, has nothing like that. You know, she actually has emotion in this film. She actually has to deal with struggles, and I really like that they didn't just be like, oh, she's powerful. She doesn't have to deal with any bad things. No, she actually has struggles, and yeah, I like that. Also, the tone of this movie was amazing. This was the perfect DC tone, best DC tone like that they've done yet. Thing is, with some of the DC movies, sometimes they can get too dark, and I like the seriousness, but like sometimes they can go a little too dark, and this was just right in the middle, perfect. Um, they had dark moments, but they had a lot of, comedy, like, not like really bit, like, just, along the way there's a few, little jokes, and along with some seriousness and some adventurousness, which was just the perfect mix. And the pacing and everything was amazing, and the action of this movie was fantastic. Oh my god, the action of this movie was amazing. Um, and it's just great. And also, the soundtrack of this movie was amazing. The soundtrack, movies nowadays, usually their soundtrack is kind of lacking, but the soundtrack for this movie was good, and yeah, I'll talk in some into spoilers about a part of something in the soundtrack that was just really amazing to hear, and yeah. So, now we're gonna be talking about spoilers. That's pretty much all I gotta say for, non-spoilers. Just the character, story, acts. I mean, it's just all good, and yeah. So, spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the movie, just get off right now. Okay, so I loved how they had the new DC intro in the start. That was just like, wow. I was like, oh my god, this looks really good, and I'm glad that they have a DC intro now, because they have one for Marvel. Now they have one for DC. It looks original, it looks cool, I like it. Um, so obviously, like, Steve Trevor, his plane crashes, and, um, Diana gets him, and I really like that. I like how, like, um, you know, like, I like their interaction. Diana and Steve Trevor's interaction in this movie is so good. It's so well handled, and I like how, like, in a way, like the main character of this movie, Wonder Woman, we kind of, like she doesn't know a lot of things from our world, and we kind of have to, like, we're kind of going along with, like, knowing things that she doesn't, which was just so cool to have. I really like that part of it. So, yeah. I really like the interaction with Steve Trevor and Diana. Just amazing. So good. And, yeah. So, I'll also talk about, Erich Ludendorff. Now I get it pronouncing his name, but, I'm just gonna say he was really good in this movie. He was, like, really, really good. I liked him. He was just a good villain, and he was just cool. We think he's Ares and everything, but of course ends up being, Sir Patrick, and he's Ares. And I gotta say, the final fight, you know what? It's not, like, some people are saying that it's and the final act is it's okay, and I think the final fight, I didn't mind it. In fact, we got to see one of them do a lot of cool shit. I didn't mind it at all. Even though, I mean, it wasn't the best part of the movie, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah. I'd also like to talk about Wonder Woman's theme. Oh my god, it played during the movie. I got goosebumps. I was like, yes! And I was just, adrenaline was flowing in there. Wonder Woman's theme played, during that one scene where she's slicing everyone down, and I was just like, oh yes! I just got so excited, because I love that theme. The one from Batman v Superman. I just loved it. And obviously in the end, Bruce, like, he thanks Diana for, like, the photograph that he sent her. And, yeah. As far as the battles of this movie, holy crap, the battle in the beginning, like when the Germans come, and, they're with the Amazons and, like, the Germans, that battle was just amazing. Oh my god, I love that battle so much. So much great action in this movie. That battle was incredible. Final battle was decent, and, yeah, there's just a lot of great battles though in this movie, and especially the one at the beginning with the, Amazons and the Germans. Holy crap, good. So yeah, that's my review of Wonder Woman. all I gotta say. Just amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. So yeah, see you next time, I guess.